Welcome to Valley of the Old Farm with me, Call Me Big Papa C.
it free. Road was long, my hammer heavy, with strength and God that made it ring. No silver in my possession, just a rambler's line.
Well, we're slowly making our way back to the main yard. We've got a few contracts under our belt. And it's been a busy, long first day. I look forward to getting into the house, brewing me up a pot of coffee, maybe starting a fire in the fireplace, and then settling in for the night. We managed to get about 12 contracts under our belt. And we got a lot of our fields are done. They've been fertilized, but we'll go over that stuff in the morning. I'm kind of tired. I want to get in here, back this thing in the old shed. First thing I got to do when I get parked up is I need to get paid for that contract. Let's put our stuff around here. We'll see what we're doing. Got that contract done. We'll take on that one in the morning, and then we'll do some more in the morning. We got most of them knocked away. Turn my old torch flashlight on, or flashlight on. I'm gonna head in here and go to bed. Let me go up here and check the cows real quick. Check on the sheep. But I think it's time to, well, they're not that bad. That can wait till morning. Pretty sure I'm going to be feeding them. Well, I'm going to head on down to the house. Yeah, they're fine. Alright. I'm going to head on down to the house. I'm going to make me a pot of coffee. I'm going to sit back, start me up a little fire, maybe turn on the radio, maybe turn on the television. Hopefully fall asleep after about 2 or 3 cups of coffee. It don't ever keep me awake. And I'll see you in the morning. Hey, welcome back to the old farm. Big Papa C, and I want to say good morning. Hope you all slept well. I did. I had brewed me a pot of coffee, had a couple of cups, had to be a small bite to eat. Built me a little fireplace, and crashed out last night. So now we're going to head over towards field 10. Close that there door. I'm going to bring up our little overhead map. The girls have been fed, watered, and strawed. Sheep are doing good. They're producing the wool. They've been watered and fed. And like I said, we're heading up to field 10, and we're going to go out there and do a cultivating job, and then we're going to come back and do a seeding job on field 13. We managed to get some canola planted yesterday on our first day. We got some canola. I'll show you real quick. We got some canola over here in field 75. We fertilized 87 and 86. And 91 are grass fields, and they're doing okay. A couple of them still need another spritz of fertilizer, another layer, but the 87's pretty much maxed out. We got some wheat over here in 55, and we still got to cultivate 52 and 60. But that's all right. That's no big deal. We can get onto those today, and hopefully our temperature will probably go up. And if it does, we'll get into some planting maybe. I'm going to hold off on one of these fields. I'm going to put one of them in soybean. And I'd like to put one in corn so we can do a silage harvest. But if push comes to shove, we'll take grass and make silage out of grass instead. Now, I don't normally make silage out of grass. I usually do corn harvest. That's usually what I normally would do. But seeing that we're on seasons and crops are sketchy at best, and this is something I have to get used to, and with the weather patterns and everything else, that's going to be a more likelihood that we're going to probably choose grass and a collecting wagon and use grass as our silage making material. We do have to get some straw ups. That's one of the reasons I planted some wheat. We may have to either look into purchasing another field if we make enough money. Last night the money was up to almost 140,000, but as you can see, the bank took out its interest. Bank's got to get its piece of the cake. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to head over here to 10. I believe it's over here this way. If you come up to town, we can take a left and head that way, I think. I may have to stop in the middle of the road or the side of the road, but yeah, we're going. That's the game plan for today. We're continuing on. Woo, woo! That's a little bit of a jump there. Hard to believe I got a front wheel on this thing. Okay, let's take a little looky-loo here. Oh, that's a bad corner. Let me go out where I can see better. I don't see nothing coming that way. And it's rare that I see somebody coming this way, but that's okay. We pulled out without looking. That's a no-no. So, you know, boys and girls, don't do this at home unless you want to get in trouble. Let's take a look at where we're at now. We're here in town. Up here, we're going field 10, which is over here by 11. So we got to need to come down this way and come down this way. So we're almost to it. Almost. I'm trying to think about something. I'm going to think out loud, and you can probably help me with this situation. Is this a French map? Is this an English map? Or is this a German map? What I would say, is this English or is this main European continent type of map? Because I don't know. I see French names on some of these establishments, and I see German names, and then I see English names, and I'm beginning to wonder, what is the proper currency I should be using? Okay, I think, if I'm right, this is field 10 right here. It's a mighty field. Woo! Yep, we're going to have a little bit of time on this field cultivating this thing with a 6-meter cultivator, but that's okay. Let's take off. Let's turn off our overhead map. Let me get my eyes on the prize, so to speak. Well, our first day was not uneventful. It was full of events. We managed to get some cultivating done, a couple of little sowing contracts, not too many. Then we sowed our own fields. Excuse me. We sowed up into the night time, as you saw. I managed to make it to the market and get a few groceries laid aside, so we're supplied that way. I had a little bite of the cafe here in town. Not too bad, not too shabby. Prices were pretty reasonable on the food. Seems these neighbors here are pretty nice people. Seems like my great uncle had developed some great friendships over the years with these people. I met a couple of them and did some work for them yesterday. That was nice men, nice gentlemen, a couple of nice ladies. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue on with this field. We'll probably see you at the end of it. We'll probably, you know, making our way back to the main yard to grab the cedar. Hopefully. If not, you may see me on field 13 over there doing a seed contract. But it's up in the air right now where we're going to meet up again. That seeding contract pays about $11,000 without, you know, on normal setting. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I could use the money. Okay. Well, go off to the kitchen, grab you a cup of coffee, grab you your favorite soda drink. I don't want to name names. Grab you a snack if you're a little peckish and hungry, and I'll see you in a little while. Well, we're about finished up with this contract finally. It didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. I'm kind of surprised. I thought we'd be here for a little while, but we've pretty much got it. We're almost done. And then we're going to head back to the I'm going to head back to the old main farm. I'm going to pick up the New Holland and the Cedar. And we're going to come back to field 13. And we're going to, if it's still available, we're going to check and see here in a minute when we get done and get paid on this contract. We're making our last 2 swipes at this. I thought about looking into new disc Hera, but most of them are going to take 300 horse, and I thought this thing was at least a 310, but it's only 280. That's what it's saying. So I don't know about that. We may have to wait another time, or either sell this and look into another bigger tractor. I don't know if the New Holland would take it. Let's see. Let's go over to the T7. Let's see how. Oh shoot! I just did that by accident. Now let's see how much the new. Well, see, the New Holland's at 310, and the biggest and the nearest one I can get would be. I wouldn't mind going after something like the Joker, or maybe of that or the Olympian Gigant. But the thing is, you're going to need at least 300, I think, to pull that Olympian Gigant. It's 12 meters, and it's long, and it's cumbersome. And the reason why I got this was, short turnaround, especially if I had a worker hired, no problems, balking and not and refusing to. Can I go back in here, or am I dreaming? I'm dreaming. This is a little turnaround right through here, I think. Yeah, I'm dreaming. Oh, wait a minute. Things have changed here since I was a kid, I can tell you. Like I said, I came here and visited one time. Yep, things have changed. I thought this was an out. It's not an out. It's just a little loop around the village, backside of the village, okay? And I didn't look again. Way to go, Big Papa. You're driving illegally. And I'm up on the sidewalk. Oh. Hope we don't get a fine for that. That's all I need to do is call the insurance. Whoa. Missed that person by a skosh. Oh, slow down. I'm trying to get in a hurry, trying to get back to the farm, trying to get things done. And I didn't get the money paid the money for that contract. Let's pull over here to the side real quick, out of the way. Hopefully we won't get no cars behind us. Oh, what am I doing? There's that. Now, there's a cultivating contract. There's a song contract. Whoa! Hey-yo! Well, I don't know. We may take that one. Let's first look at this one right here. This is the one I'm talking about on 13. That's oats. We'll take it. If that other song contract is still there, we will take it as well. Okay, I don't see nothing coming behind me. You see one car coming. Okay, I'm going to head back to the main farm. If I can do it without hurting somebody or getting myself killed. And I'll see you on the way back to 13. All right? Well, we're back up in the village, and we're making our way to field 13. I believe she's around here someplace. Let's look up here. Here we go. I believe this is it right here in front of us. And he wants oats put it in his field. So we're going to put oats in the field for him. Make sure we're lined up. I'm going to back up a little bit, make sure we're lined up. All right. Man, that sugar beet contract, the plant sugar beets for 22,000. Ooh. Yeah. If that's still available when we get done with this job here, you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to do it for 22 grand. I could use the money. Farm could use the money. I can't believe this thing plants at 16 miles an hour. This is wild. But yeah, I could. Oh, there's a bottom road I didn't see. I could have came in the other way. Let me back this up. Yeah, I could. The farm could use the money for sure. That is for certain. We need to get as much money as we can in the coffers. We got to get some more crops in the ground. We got to be making some money, turn a profit. We really have to get this farm in shape. You know, I don't know if I'm in agreement with my relatives about them wanting to sell. I think if we can get this thing back in shape to where it's making money and doing the job, that we keep it. Just keep it. Maybe hire somebody and get somebody we can really trust and have and trust with the livelihood of the farm, and get them over here and you know, hire the caretaker route. That's that's the thing. I don't know. Maybe, just maybe. Let me back this. Ooh, that's a ridge. And those on these ridges are a little bit. This planter has a little, or cedar has a little bit of problem. But me, I don't know. Can we do sugar beet this thing? I can't remember if we can do sugar beet this thing or not. I don't think we can. So I have to probably head back for that other attachment and bring it back up here. But yeah, I really don't know about selling. I'm kind of, I don't know, on the fence about selling the property. I mean, after I put all this work in here, do I really want to see this farm go? Can I get somebody to manage it for me, or do I need to? Yeah, that's some things we'll have to think about as we go along. For those of you out there, if you're doing the same area that I'm doing, and you're in the same area that I'm in, and you're doing it, and you're on seasons, this is totally off script. If you're on seasons and you notice a problem with the cows, like the straw not showing full, or certain things like feed not showing full, or whatever. I don't know if you've had that experienced that problem yet. I had a problem earlier where the feed wasn't, the straw wasn't showing completely full, even though it was registering that I needed to drop straw, and it was showing that the straw was in the yellow and everything else, and I was thinking it was full. What I did was I just did a total restart, and that helped out. I came back in, everything was normal, because when I was having the straw problem, I was also having a problem with the growth menu wasn't showing up. Everything that should be showing up in the growth menu, whether it be planted, harvested, lime, plowed, whatever, was all showing up under soil composition. And soil composition, even though it was showing what fields were blue, what fields were plowed, what were limed, it was totally different. So I did a total restart of the system. I closed the application of the game, rebooted the old PS4, and came back in, and everything was fine. So if you've had that issue on this map with that or the cows, I don't think it's a black sheep modding issue. I think it's a console issue. It's just you'll have to restart your game. The straw for me fixed itself. It sorted itself, showed it back in the green, showed it at little over 3,000 liters, which we're supposed to be for the amount of cows that we have. And so there was really no big deal. But I wanted to let you know, if you're experiencing the same problem, try to restart your system and see before you go hollering at the boys at Black Sheep Modding, because those guys, they work hard. These map makers, they do work hard on their maps, and sometimes you run into problems and you get mad and you want to, tear them a new one. And I'm just gonna say, don't. It's just not worth it. Give it time. I used to be patient and give it time. So I've gotten to the point where I would want to tear them a new one myself, and I used to be more patient. In 17, I was more patient. I was like, give it time. It'll get fixed. It'll get sorted out. And here on 19, I just been a little bit more, I don't know, miffed, and I shouldn't be. I put it down to being old and grouchy, but okay. That being said, just do a restart. I'm hoping that we can do this other contract for $22,000. Like I said, we need the money. I want to be able to upgrade our equipment a little bit. I want to get a bigger cultivator. I mean, not just where I can just do it quicker, but more efficiently and get it done quicker, because there's going to be more jobs coming up pretty soon, and I want to be able to tackle as many jobs as I can. This farm is going to need to make money. We have to get it back in the black. We got to get that debt whittled down. I was looking at the girls this morning. looking at their information. When I say girls, I mean the cows. And so if I say that from now on, you're going to know what I'm talking about. And I was looking at the information on them, and I didn't see milk production. I'm like, wait a minute, these guys are supposed to produce milk. When do they produce milk? Well, I asked a good buddy of mine, Mr. CDP, and I said, hey, Mr. CDP, when you were raising your Holsteins, how long before you started seeing milk production? He said, oh, they got to give birth first. Well, see, I'm learning something new every day. I didn't know that. He said it takes about 9 months. If you start in spring and you got them in spring, it'll probably take to autumn or late autumn before you'll see milk. It may even take the next spring. I'm like, okay. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm pouring feed down cows that aren't really producing anything except manure. So that's okay. I'll just take the manure and sell the byproduct then, in order to cover some of the cost. Oh shoot, backed up a little too far. Or in order to cover some of the cost of what it costs to keep them fed, because we're probably going to have to buy food eventually, and I'm not really looking forward to buying food. Look at this, 21 miles an hour, and yes, it's sowing oats at 21 miles an hour. I'm barely tapping the gas. Now, if you throw a worker on here, it's going to do it right about 10, 11 miles an hour. That's not, which I don't think is bad, but I was wondering if it's planting seed. But you see the seeds going down. We had a full container. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to continue on with this. I'm going to quit talking my head off and talking your ear off. Just relax yourself. Put on a little easy listening music. And we'll see you when this is all said and done. Well, we got field 13 done. I had Mike come over here and finish up where I left off so I could go back to the main farm and start some cultivating on field 60. I got a couple of rounds made. As you can see, our seed has gone, whoa, almost to the bottomed out almost on this field. It's a big field. Didn't realize how big it was. It's probably going to take twice that to do the next field. Field 1. We're going to do that sugar beet contract. I'm going to head back to the main yard, load up this bin with some more seed, and get the sugar beet attachment. And I think we have come to the end of our visit for the day. I'm glad you could join me. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And that I'm going the wrong way. Nope, that's the back road. Right here we are. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you have, would you hit that like button for me? And if you haven't subscribed yet, give that subscribe button a tap. Way, people. It's my fault. I'm sorry. If you have, like I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, give that subscribe button a tap. If you want to leave a comment, feel free to. I look forward to anything you have to say, any kind of feedback, any kind of, positive reinforcement. If you have a suggestion, whatever. And if you'd like to share this video, then please, by all means, feel free to and be my guest. Look forward to our next visit here on the farm. We're still going to give that, what I talked about earlier, a think about whether we want to keep this farm or we're going to sell. I think for right now, we're just going to keep on going as we're going, and we'll worry about that another day. Next time around, we'll look into getting some chickens. Hopefully, temperature-wise, we'll be able to do some planting of our own crops. Seeing like we've only got a couple in the ground so far. But today it looks like this is going to be cultivating and maybe doing some sowing contracts for the neighbors. I hope you have a great time and a great week. Like I said, I look forward to our next visit. And as I always say, friends and neighbors, happy farming. We'll see you another day.